Hello and welcome. My name's Super Saiyan and this is your weekly news and pre-order video covering all of the new releases from Games Workshop and Forge World. A warm welcome to all of you new subscribers over the past week. A massive thank you to all of you members, Patreon supporters and everyone that uses the Element Games affiliate link and donates in the live stream via the super chat, or just donates via every video. Your support means a lot and it allows me to cover all of the new releases. So without further ado, let's jump on over straight away to the Warhammer community website, where there is a lot of news. If we go back to the 7th of January or so, we look at the Black Library pre-orders. We've got the Wrath of the Lost Flesh Tearers novel. We've got Mortis in paperback, the Mercury Exultant Killzone map. We've got Assassinorum Kingmaker and Astorath Angel of Mercy in a couple of other languages. Also on that day we had the release of Arcs of Omen, Abaddon, and Collector's Edition, some Boarding Actions Terrain set, some Mission Pack, and then all of the Space Marine Chapter Strike Forces and Blood Angels Collection 2 and some Black Legion dice. Then on Sunday, the day after, about 6 o'clock, this happens every week, we had the massive pre-order preview. They've just thrown everything at us. Everything. It's to be expected now. I've never seen such a relentless release schedule. They've decided to release every single new, product unit for Slaves to Darkness for a complete range refresh all on one day. It's absolutely bonkers, and in my opinion, I think that they should stagger it. They are just releasing too much for people to catch up. Yes, this stuff is going to be around for a while, but I think it's just too much if you want everything. Maybe stagger it over a month for one army, but not in one day. So you've got the Battle Tome, which is £32. You've got the Vanguard set, which is going to be, £85? That's already 115 or so. You've got the Demon Prince, which is pushing 50. That's 160. The Karkadrak, I think, is 40 or so. That's 200. Eternus is like 35. That's 235. The Exalted Hero is about 20, as that's 160. That's 260, say. Chosen are like 40. That's 300. Warriors are 40. 340. Knights are 40. 400. Ogroid Therodons. I mean, we're pushing well over £400 worth of new units and products. It's too much now. Games Workshop, just chill. Slaves of Darkness dice set, black and white dice. What can we say? But big reveal was the Warhammer the Horus Heresy, Horus Ascended. Now, if you didn't read the original article, this is in resin, so it's from Forge World. It's £92.50, which I think is pretty good actually. All things considered, and it's part of a new range that they're doing, a character series which includes both Loyal and Traitor Primarchs at the peak of their power in the Horus Heresy. So yeah, stay tuned for kind of duplicate Primarchs, which are a bit bigger than their original counterparts. Most likely at this price point too, depending on their base size and how many skeletons are on them. You've got the Thousand Suns mark for upgrades. So you've got the heads, the helmeted heads and the helmetless heads. So you get 11 there, and the shoulder pads, pauldrons for Mark 6. Same as the Ultramarines ones as well. And then you've got this month's White Dwarf issue 484. New from Black Library, we've got Garrow, Knight of the Grey. That looks quite thin. That book there, a lot thinner than this. And I was put off because I thought Sons of the Selenar and Fury of Magnus were thicker. They certainly look thicker in the pictures, but I think it's going to be this width, guys. So yeah, but that's limited to 2,500 copies, or you can just get the hardback copy. I will say you can pick it up from third parties cheaper than Games Workshop, and also from Amazon, but Amazon tend to get them in like a week after. So if you miss out on the third party, you do have Amazon as a choice as well. God Eater's Son and Soul Slayer, and then this week for Warhammer Plus. Then we had White Dwarf 484, a little look at that. Then there was a look at this little creature, corral some creepy crawlies with the Ashwaste Nomad Herder and Arthramite Dune Scuttler. Dune Scuttler sounds such a cool name, and it looks brilliant. I really like this. I want this so bad. It's such a fantastic creature. Quite Tyranid looking as well, maybe. But this is what I would like to see. More creepy crawlies and things, just in general. New season with 2 new boarding actions and a battle force. So these are the 2 boarding patrols. So they've kind of repackaged combat patrols with boarding patrols. Yeah, I like that. That's cool. It's got this Primaris captain who has had a separate release before. So it's not a brand new miniature. And then you've got some normal Primaris. I think some, 10 assault intercessors and 5 heavy intercessors. I might pick that up because I'm in need of some heavy intercessors. I don't know. So yeah, so that's great if you haven't picked up any of the newer Primaris Space Marines. This set, okay, you've got Abaddon and 10 Legionaries and 20 cultists. Beware though, these cultists are there's 20 of them, but 10 of them will be duplicates. There's no customization at all in that set. It's one of the worst sets in the Chaos Space Marines like mini update that they had last year. This Battle Fleet Battle Force though looks fantastic. Yes, you're getting 10 possessed. I already have 5. I wouldn't mind another 5 to go with the Word Bearers, and I could always use another 5 in the standard Chaos Space Marine force. You're getting 5 Terminators and the Helldrake. I may just pick this up because although it has some models that I already have, that it's one way of getting another Demon Prince and Helldrake, depending on the price as well. Then there's some news. Yarrick is back. Old Balei and other Legends returners made to order. So not a brand new Yarrick, I guess, but these ones from made to order. And you're also getting Severina Rain. I'm not even sure why she was out of stock, out of print, but you've got Black Library submissions now open. You've got Death Squadron Return to Catch Desquidian, like Battle Report. You've got an Old World Development Diary. You've got Eternus, so they focused on a few of the Slaves to Darkness units and characters this week, specifically Eternus in this article. You can also make this Chaos Lord on Demonic Mount. I think it's fantastic, and it's definitely worth picking up 2 of these Eternus box sets if you want a Chaos Lord mounted. I certainly will be at some point, but my focus on the channel will just be the Eternus for the actual release. Then you've got Warhammer Age of Sigmar Meta Watch. Horus Heresy Thursday, we had a look at this sniper. I think it looks very decent. I think the sniper rifle definitely has some kind of Primaris roots with the Eliminators and their rifles. I think it's a really cool model. That will be coming from Forge World, I think. So yeah, if you're into Alpha Legion, then yeah, that's a must-have, that little unit. You've got a Martial Powerhouse of Masterful Schemer, which Slaves to Darkness should your leader follow. So they had a little look here at all of these. You've got Bellicor, Archaon, 2 different ones, and then the Deliver a Dastardly Docket of a Demon Princes. Who looks angrier, this World Eater's Lord or his Juggernaut? So this was fantastic. Great reveal here of the brand new kind of combat patrol. Start collecting. Kind of came out of left field. It's really bizarre. Maybe this is instead of the army set, because I did have my money on them bringing out an army set, but instead they're releasing this with all brand new miniatures, which is pretty unheard of, really. I think the last time they did this was with Slaves to Darkness, and even then they were like push to fit minis and things like that. And I don't think this is, because this new champion has all of the trimmings. It's customizable. You can, turn the Juggernaut into different. You can even change the feet and things on the front of the Juggernaut. So both of these look amazing. Maybe worth picking up 2 sets of these guys. I'm just putting that out there. But yeah, you get all the new Khorne Berserkers as well. Fantastic. And some, I say, cultists. You got Jackals. So 20 Khorne Berserkers, 10 Jackals. So yeah, you get 2 of these box sets. You've got 40 Berserkers there, 20 Jackals. And then you'll have the World Eater's Lord on Juggernaut, or Lord Invocatus. So yeah, worth picking up 2 of these. I think that's going to be very, very popular, this Combat Patrol set. Then you've got Conquer Your Painting Indecision with the Mortal Realms with Vincent Notley's Vibrant Chaos Chosen. You've got Here's What's in Store at the 2023 US Open Series Warhammer Championships of Warhammer. And that's it. So a fair amount of news there, all focusing on Slaves to Darkness this week. You had a little bit about Horus Heresy and a little bit about World Eaters. No doubt next week will be even bigger news. Okay, let's jump on over to Forge World and have a look at Horus Ascended. Here he is, the main guy himself on the first page of the Forge World web store. If we click on new, I think there's 5 pre-orders. Here he is. So £92.50. I think that's very decent. They could have easily charged £120, maybe even £130. But to put him in the same kind of price point as the other Primarchs, if we have a little luck, you know, they're all cheap ones. Khan. Same price as Khan. I wonder if they could have priced him cheaper, if they're pricing him at the same price as Khan that came out in 20... Well, it came out last year at the start, January, but we've had another year. We've had inflation. You know, if they can afford to have him at 92.50, I wonder if they could have afforded to have him at like 80 or 85. But likewise, they could have been a bit cheeky and charged over 100 for him. People would get him. He's massive. And that base is huge too. So I'm very, very happy that he's this price. I have pre-ordered him. You will see him on the channel. I can't wait to show him to you and go through a build in the live stream. So I don't collect Sons of Horus. But I want to get this model and I want to show you it because he looks fantastic. He's even got I think a 360 view as well. See what I mean about the pictures? Like, he looks more dark. The armor looks very dark there, whereas the other pictures it didn't. So there's the 360 view. Absolutely amazing miniature. Really, really, really cool. So what's this model here? What's this model right here? We'll have to have a look at that when we get it. But anyway, yeah, £92.50. Pick him up now. You've also got the Ultramarines Mark 6 shoulder pads and the heads, the Thousand Suns and the Thousand Suns heads, all for Mark 6. I was hoping that we'd get word bearers. So, you know, we got word bearers torsos last week. Maybe we'll get the Mark 6 heads next week, along with the Typhon. Typhon's still hanging over there, ready to be released. So that's it from Forge World. Just those kind of 5 pre-orders. Now we're on Games Workshop's web store, and it's all about the Slaves to Darkness this week. So there they are on the thumbnail. Horus does get a bit of a mention right there on the left-hand side. A little bit about Arcs of Omen, and a look at the Demon Prince. So yeah, this might be off your radar, I guess, but clearly, you know, they're releasing the Demon Prince for Slaves to Darkness. But you can actually use a Demon Prince in 40k. This is kind of what my 40k one will sort of look like. I'm not sure about the face. I might go for a different head, or I might just go for that. But I will be picking one of those up, probably in that Chaos Space Marine Battle Force box set at some point. But yeah, you can pick up the Demon Prince for 40k, just as a side note. New and exclusive, click pre-orders, 36 pre-orders. This is so many. There's so many pre-orders. There's only so much they can really... I always thought there was only so much they could release in 1 week, but they They always surprise me. So you've got the Slaves of Darkness pre-order collection, £401. I think I worked it out to be about £400 just earlier on. But you've got everything from the Start Collecting set, or the Vanguard set they call it now. You've got some extra warriors. You've got the Battle Tome. It's just a standard Battle Tome though. I think, come on, right? I think for spending £400 in one pot, they should just bundle you the collector's edition. You've got the Demon Prince, you've got the dice, you've got Eternus. Only one Eternus though, so if you want another Chaos Lord on mount, you're going to have to pick up another one of those. A Chaos Lord, some Therodons, Chosen, and the Chaos Knights. So £401, you can get everything. Boarding Actions was last week, so was these Primaris Strike Forces, so was the Boarding Action Terrain set. Horus Ascended, you can pick him up from Games Workshop. Not sure why you would, rather than Forge World. Forge World, you get free shipping on anything over, I think, £75. Games Workshop, I think they changed it recently to 30, because it used to be 20. It might be 25. You'd have to look into that. But the other reason why you might be worth getting in from Games Workshop is if you've had any Games Workshop vouchers over Christmas. So now Games Workshop store vouchers are much more useful than they ever have been, because sometimes you'll get some Forge World miniatures that are released on the Games Workshop web store. So, I mean, they're the same company at the end of the day. But yeah, then you've got the Vanguard Slaves to Darkness set. This was interesting because they put a really old Chaos Lord in there. They've got the new Chaos Warrior set though. Yeah, it is. It does say 2022 on there, so they are brand new. I was hoping they would be. Then you've got the Chaos Knights, and these Chaos Knights are the kind of set from the old Start Collecting 3 years ago, but they've got an extra sprue. That's the Chaos Lord in there. That is... Now, I haven't seen this Chaos Lord before, so he must be new, because his sprue actually says 2022. Unless he's been around before and they've just kind of brought him out in plastic. I haven't seen him before, though. But then if we go to the rest of these sprues, specifically the Chaos Knight one, that says, yeah, 2019, so yeah, 4 years ago then. Wow, those 4 years have gone by quick. And then you've got the Chariot, and the Chariot looks to me like it's 2012, so that is 11 years old, that Chariot in there, but it's still a nice Chariot. So that's the Vanguard set. Again, I haven't seen that Chaos Lord before. Interesting. You don't get a helmeted option though. You have to use that strange spiky head thing that it's got. Then you've got the Battle Tome, £55 for the limited edition. Lovely cover though. Wow, one of the best covers Age of Sigmar have done. That is an amazing cover. £55 though. You've got the Demon Prince, £47.50. Yes, I've already said you can pick them up and use them in your Chaos Space Marine army as a 40k Demon Prince. £47.50. I mean, I was kind of expecting that. It is a good kit, and there's lots and lots of customization and options. If you want to see a review, I did a review earlier this week, so you can watch that if you're a bit undecided. Or should I say undivided. The Mercury Exultant Killzone map is finally no longer available. I don't know how long it took that to go out of stock or sell out, but it certainly didn't sell out in the first sort of couple of hours. It was still around. You've got the Heroes collection, you've got the Ogroid Therodons, £40. Sort of expecting that, seeing as the Ogroid Myrmidon, I think, was £27.50. So for £12.50 more, you're getting 2 extra. You know, and they do have way more options than that Myrmidon. That is what you see is what you get with that miniature. Garrow, Knight of the Grey limited edition, £40, no longer available. That sold out very, very quickly. So it looks gorgeous. It doesn't say how many pages it is, but I'm sure we can... Yeah, so that is 144 pages according to Amazon, and if you miss out on picking it up in hardback here or on third-party seller, then Amazon, I think the release date for that is like the 2nd of February. So you'll still get it, and it's still being hardback, and you'll still save some money, but you just get it a bit later. So, which I've done before for other books. So you got the Chaos Knights, same set as from 4 years ago. Wow. But you're getting this this upgrade sprue, which is, I think it's just this one. Yeah, just a small little upgrade sprue extra. But hey, it's great that we can finally buy knights individually. Will I pick this up? Yeah, probably, even though I've got 5 already. I have picked up the Chaos Warriors because they are brand new, and I want to give you a look at those. The Chaos Chosen I've already done a review of this week, but the Warriors, £37.50. That's a lot. I think they should be 30, but we'll have a look at the set when they come out. I think £37.50 for 10 Chaos Warriors is just, yeah, crazy money. But then again, £37.50 for Chosen is also very expensive. They've certainly primericified, if I can use that word, this Slaves to Darkness range. However, the characters, these 2 Chaos Lords on demonic mounts, are pretty good, and they're not too bad for their prices. You can build either of them with one set, so either the Chaos Lord on demonic mount or Eternus. I'm building Eternus because I've got Be'lakor, and that's the way I'm going to go. At some point in the future, near future, I will be picking up the Chaos Lord on demonic mount along with like another purchase or something. So you will see him over the next few weeks as well. So just because he's not appearing in an unboxing over the next week doesn't mean that he's not going to make an appearance soon. You've got the Arcs of Omen was last week. You've got Battle Tome, Slaves to Darkness. That's a fantastic Battle Tome. Very decent, worth picking up. I have that. That is my only 3rd edition Age of Sigmar Battle Tome so far. I'm looking forward to Gloomspite Gits, and I think that's the only 2 that I will have, I think. You've got the Pitch Battles for General Handbook. You've got the Chaos Lord on Karkadrak. Finally, you can pick up this Chaos Lord on Karkadrak. It's a nice looking model. There can be gaps. You do get a helmeted option, I think, from what I can remember. You do, yeah. Mine does have one. He's £30. The Start Collecting, I'm sure I bought for like 60. I'd have to go back and look at my unboxing, but that was for 4 years ago. So I think I got a good deal there when you think that this model's now 30 individually. Slaves to Darkness dice set for 25. You've got the Black Legion dice set for 22. You've got the Exalted Hero of Chaos. Not a massive fan of the helmet, if I'm perfectly honest. Or the head. I think it's very Slanesh, both of these. I would have liked that helmet to be a bit thicker. £21. Yeah, considering you can have him with a sword and shield or dual axes, that's about right. 21. You've got Wrath of the Lost was last week. Garrow, Knight of the Grey, 144 pages, like I say, very short. Don't get caught up in the thickness that is advertising. It's nowhere near that thick. Look at that. That looks thicker than Mortis, and I can guarantee you it is just not. God Eater's Son hardback, £18. They're still pushing £18 for just, and I'd like to delve into the page quality of that. Soul Slayer paperback, you can pre-order that, and pre-order the White Dwarf because Mortis paperback was last week. So a lot of pre-orders, a fair amount of news. That's it for Slaves to Darkness. I mean, on the one hand, it's a bit relentless, them releasing every single Slaves to Darkness miniature. But on the other hand, it means that next weekend, there aren't going to be any Slaves to Darkness to pre-order. I think World Eaters will be over February. We've still got, a load of Cadians to be released, and the Typhon tank, and more resin Horus Heresy 2. But what do you guys think of all of the Slaves to Darkness and Horus Ascended? Did you pick up anything today? Please do put your thoughts and opinions down in the comments below, as always. It'd be great to hear from you. Thank you ever so much for joining me today. Thank you for watching. The Emperor Protects.